Wole Soyinka, barrister. I don't know, you've read it obviously. US revoked Wole Soyinka's visa. And nobody seemed to have, no, honestly, no one. I've tried to make my research read to find out what is the reason. All are just permutations, just conjectures. People are just assuming. And me, I think some of the assumptions actually holds water, makes sense to me. You know, Wole Soyinka has been very critical in the past and even presently, critical of President Trump. And I remember when he vowed that if President Trump wins election, he will tear his green card. He will tear his green card, and others, I think, I don't know, eventually tore his green card. I'm not sure about that. I think he eventually, because if he didn't tear his green card, why will he be applying for visa? So obviously, he actually ripped the green card. You say what? I'm not hearing you.
I don't know why people are making a big issue out of this Wole Soyinka's issue. He is the architect of his program.
Absolutely.
The first, he had a green card. In the first Trump's tenure, he tore it.
Tore it, okay, yeah.
So he publicly tore it. So all his travels to the US have now been on visa. And when you see the policy of the new Trump administration, they have revoked a lot of visas worldwide. Yes. It's not peculiar to him. He was asked to go for another interview to reinstate his visa in the embassy of the US in Nigeria. And he categorically made a press conference and said he was not going.
So hold on, Barrister. If what you have said is the truth, why is Wole Soyinka himself surprised? Hold on.
Followed it.
Because the man himself, I've heard what he said. He's surprised about it. He said he has even gone back to really search exactly what happened, what could have prompted this revocation. That he has not seen anything. He himself is surprised. He doesn't know why his visa was revoked.
It's the sense of entitlement. Because when I followed it, when he was invited to come to the embassy for re-interview, to extend his visa or something, he made a statement that it was beneath him. He will never go. He will never go for any other interview. Meanwhile, he had already torn his green card. So he has been going to the US only on the visa. And you are asked to come back for interview for reinstatement of the visa. I mean for extension of the visa. And you said you cannot. A person like you should not be asked to come for interview for your visa. That was his own take. And thereby, there was no more visa for him. And that is why he's saying his visa has been revoked. He is the architect of his program. I don't know why people, now he's saying that, well, he may go back and reapply for another green card. How will they give you when you made a public display
of tearing
a country's visa?
Green card.
A green card, which is a privilege.
Honestly.
You did not respect it, thereby meaning that you did not respect the country. If I am the country, I will not give you another green card. I will not give you another green card. No matter the position, your noble.
And besides, what does, for God's sake, Wole Soyinka is in his early 90s. For God, what does he need all those things for? I don't even know why it's what is he applying for visa for? What is he applying for visa for?
He has made a statement because people are still calling him for conferences. He has issued a press release that all those organizations in the US that have been calling him that want him to attend, his visa has been revoked, so he cannot, they know where to find him. They should come to It's just the arrogance of him thinking that
the man is just too full of himself, honestly.
It is not proper for him to be asked for another interview. That is just what brought about the
pride in that man, and that has been on for so many years. The man has too much pride. Wole Soyinka has too much pride.
That's why I was surprised when people are making a big issue out of it. He is the architect of his own problem. Yeah. No matter who you are, you have to respect a country as a whole and not disrespect them.
Yeah,
having publicly torn their green card because of their own election. of which you have no issue. You are not supposed to participate.
Honestly.
Now blame the American people for electing
you can imagine. Look at someone like as exposed as Soyinka, for God's sake. We hate Donald Trump to the extent of even being emotional about it, even publicly, and doing all that stuff. A man that is, I consider, a president that I consider to be the best president US has ever had. I've gone through history. I've tried to really find out who really have done so much for this country, like as Donald Trump has done and is still doing. None.
He, like we used to say in our local parlance, he wants to take Panadol for the headache of the American people. Because Donald Trump has not taken any decisive thing against Nigeria. What was the issue that he, because of anger, that the American people elected Donald Trump, he publicly told the green card that he doesn't want to go there. So why is he still going there?
That man is just, what do you expect? Somebody supporting Tinubu, somebody that is so tribalistic, has hated, what's his name?
And that is one of his worst traits that I hate, his tribalism.
Yes. Tribalistic. He just hated Obi for nothing. Because that one was, it's just so clear that Obi had done nothing to him. They have asked him, what this man did to you? There was nothing, no any excuse. He just hates Peter Obi. And I bet you he's supporting Bola Tinubu not because he likes Bola Tinubu or likes what he's doing. He's doing that because he hates Peter Obi. That's just
exactly.